Just a video?
Yep.
It's terrible. Terrifying.
I wish you were dead, babe. I wish you were dead.
Let me go in peace. I walk the night. I want it, I need it. I want your eyes to turn and need it. The tears rolling down from my eyes, Lord. Somebody, finally free.
Hi, my name's Caitlin, and you may know me as one of the many people on YouTube who reacts to artists she's never heard before, listening to the music you want me to listen to. But today, I want to introduce you to one of my favorite artists, my favorite band for the past 4 years. Meet the one and only, the incredible, the unbelievable, the stunning, absolutely breathtaking Jukebox The Ghost!
Check, check, check.
Wow.
Yeah. Check, check. 1, 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So is that the end of the interview?
That's it. That's all we need.
Dragged into another heartbreak, like a moth into a flame. Are we programmed for broken romance? Everything just sounds the same.
I fell in love with Jukebox The Ghost back in 2018 when my lovely friend Sarah introduced me to them. There. That's Sarah. She's a queen. But 2018, Caitlin was a sad little bean, so she found a lot of comfort and happiness in their music. Over the years, I've seen them in concert 4 times, 4 different cities, and their shows really do feel like home. That's the best way I can describe it. 2 of the shows I've been to were Halloween. If you're wondering what the hell Halloween is, it's a show they do every year around Halloween where they do a set as themselves and then a set as Queen, covering Queen songs. Have I mentioned they love Queen? I basically describe them as pop meets Queen, meets musical theater, meets rock, meets indie, meets pretty much everything else. They're kind of their own thing. Before we jump into their brand new album, Cheers, I want to show you just a few of my favorites from their past projects.
Every song about love or drinking too much. Yeah, maybe that's because everybody's lonely. What did everybody say? What a good day that it was for. I put it dance like I don't care. You come in red to stay. I wanna kiss you in the pouring rain. I say I loved you from the first time I saw you. And I couldn't tell if you were a bitch or totally bitchin'. So when the summer sun comes, it might shave up. Go back to being yourself and tell her what you love. Wonder where you've been. Wonder where you are. And will I see you soon? Life is, oh my God, if I tell him, he'll tell her, and then she will know I like her. Girl, they're gonna take me back to a time when I loved and I meant it. If you're dead, how do you know if you are really dead? Take a deep breath, make the world a little colorful. Mom and Dad, wake, wake, wake from your slumber, because we're gonna burn this motherfucker down. Because let's take it slow. Let's take the long way home.
And there is so much more where that came from. So yeah, this is my favorite band, and I really do mean it when I say they mean a lot to me. If one person watching this falls in love with them the way that I have, then I will be the happiest bean. So, let's get into Cheers. Oh, and one more thing, and I can't believe I get to say this, but I had the absolute incredible pleasure of interviewing, yes, this band, my favorite band, Jukebox The Ghost, about their new album for this video. So you're gonna see clips from that in here, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Thank you so much for being here. Let's get into Cheers. Going into this album, I do know a handful of songs because they've released a number of singles over the past few months or whatever. So I know Wasted, Ramona, $1 Million Bills, and Cheers. The album also consists of a couple intros and an interlude, which is something that they're very known for doing. So we're starting with Century in the Making. It's an intro, so my expectation is that it's going to flow directly into Hey Maude. And Hey Maude is actually a song that they wrote years ago. So it's an old one, but a new one at the same time.
Every 100 years or so it seems.
Oh my god.
There's a new and untold story. Every heartbreak's just another tale for telling.
Oh, so cute. Oh my god, yes, transitions.
I approached you and took your hand.
Oh, this is so
We
cute already.
started
What?
dancing.
What?
It felt fantastic.
No, this is cute as hell. Hold up.
And then we
Oh!
kissed goodnight.
And then you hit.
It's perfect, fantastic now. Just now, just now. Hey, Maude, guess what?
Yes!
I even wrote you a love letter.
What? No, this is so good. Shut up.
Drunkenly convinced.
No, I'm fine. I'm
this is
fine.
it.
I'm fine.
Got me enchanted.
This song is all over the place, and it's so. Oh my god.
In a hazy melody, I took my chances. Fantastic now.
No way.
We were hoping for love at first sight. First sight. Love at first sight. First sight.
Not me wanting to cry right now. Do that.
Hoping for love at first sight. First sight.
I have so much to say.
And now you've got a song to sing about.
Oh my god. No. Wait. I'm like in a perpetual state of tears right now. Just ignore that. For me to be able to say this might be my favorite of all the singles that they've dropped is mind-blowing because you have no idea how much I love the other singles. Why I didn't expect this song to be this good, I don't know. Okay, what I love so much is this song really feels like it combines so many different sounds within their discography. It sounds like their older stuff, like Live and Let Go, which makes sense because that's when they wrote this one. But then it also brings in some of like their present day elements in the way that the song, it's cute and pretty at parts, but then it's like really intense at other parts and it's really dark at other parts, and it just all flows so well together. It was originally recorded and performed, though not released, under the moniker The Sunday Mail in 2005. So what made you want to bring it to life now and put it on this record?
Like it was one of these songs that we played when we were like in college, and it had some lyrics that didn't work and we sort of quickly stopped playing it, but we always liked it. It's just always part of the conversation, like, oh, maybe we should bring that back. We should try to fix that. We should do that. And I don't know, finally we were just like, okay, it's time. Let's try to rewrite this. It was also, we pronounced it Hey Maude.
Really?
Because that's like the French pronunciation of Maude, and it is regrettably based off of a real person that I drunkenly met in a bar in Montreal when we were 20.
Yeah.
So it used to be Hey Maude, but we were like, that's weird and confusing, and no one knows that that's what it's called, and it'll be written incorrectly forever. And
I also think it took this long for the band to have enough distance from the song in a way to restructure it. The original version was like 5.5 minutes, totally unnecessarily. It had all these extra sections that you do not need. The chopping block was very important in the resurrection of this song.
I'm really glad that it came out on this album. I hadn't heard it before. I know a lot of fans had like heard the old version, but this is my first time hearing it, and I'm very happy it made it onto the record. I already want to listen to this one again. I'm so excited. I can't wait to text my friends who are also Jukebox fans and be like, what are we feeling about Hey Maude? How is everybody doing with this? Because I'm not okay. So I know the next couple songs here. I have not yet seen the music video for Wasted, so we will watch that. Wasted is a song that I love so very much. And that's right, this song is actually with Andrew. I don't want to mispronounce the name, so this is the name. I'm gonna cry.
New York, you never sleep.
Hi, Ben.
That night I swear that you were sleeping. Storm came, flooding the streets.
My friends and I walked out on the expressway, put our faces to the rain and the wind and the cold, and we felt it.
We were broke, we were brave. 25 years in a hurricane.
Long before we cared about winning, or worried about if we were getting older. Back when life was just beginning. Ooh, we were wild, we were wasted. I love them so much, you have no idea. You literally don't understand.
We were broke, we were brave. 25 years in a
Hurricane.
Ooh, we were
Wild, we were wasted. Sorry. I'm fine.
wasteland.
Oh my god. I know, like, me crying makes no fucking sense to anybody, and that's fine. I just think, like, it makes me feel so happy to be able to be sharing this music with you guys right now, because it means a lot to me. I'm trying really hard not to cry. If I talk too much about, how much I love them right now, I will cry, so we won't do that. This song always just, like, it just hits so hard. I mean, I'm 25, so when they say, we were broke, we were brave, 25 years in a hurricane, I'm like, hey! Back up! I think the lyric too, like, long before we cared about winning or worried about our parents getting older. That one. When they performed it live the last time I saw them, got a little emotional. Nobody's surprised to hear that. Okay, I also know the next two songs, Ramona and $1 Million Bills.
Oh Ramona, oh Ramona, do you feel like the world is just too much for you? Is the world outside your window too much to cold?
Yes, it is.
Oh, take a little time from the world, from the world, from the world, from the world.
I love this one lyrically because we all feel that. Is the world outside your window too much to cope with? Some days are just too heavy to carry. Yeah.
Or is the sun a little bit closer and warmer? Let's get away.
Yeah.
Don't say that I didn't warn you. Oh, Mona, we could take our time and watch each other get older by the ocean. Just wait it out to see the world that's left over.
Now this song lyrically is super interesting, and it took me a little while to catch on to it because I just kind of bopped to it the first times I was listening to it. Oh Ramona, is it just me or is the sun a little bit closer and warmer? To finish the song, we could take our time and watch each other get older by the ocean. Just wait it out to see the world that's left over. What will the world become by the time that we die? Who knows? So next is $1 Million Bills. I've actually seen this one live twice.
$1 million bills. I made my money selling $1 million bills. Half off, get 'em while they're hot. I made my money selling $1 million bills. $1 million bills.
Gotta give them what they want, tell them what they want, and gotta give the people what they want when they want it.
Say you can't buy happiness, but pull out your wallet and try.
$1 million bills. Okay, it feels so good. That's a song that just like feels good to jump around and scream to, which again, in concert, so much fun. During Jukebox The Ghost tour stop in Holyoke, Massachusetts, the band introduced this song by saying it was written about cryptocurrency and specifically NFTs. Everybody's favorite. Everybody loves NFTs. My friend actually wanted me to ask you guys about the, theatricality of the album and your music in general. And I know this is something you guys kind of have been asked before, but like if you've ever considered doing any kind of musical type thing or anything like that.
We talk about it a lot. I've personally been working on like 3 different musicals over the last 2 years through the pandemic. But nothing that is like able to be announced or talked about yet. We just got a crazy, amazing email from somebody who's turned one of our albums into a full musical. So like it's always there. And there's a couple other little projects that we're like up for and hope we get, where we get to write musical style, actually write for the stage. So I mean, of all the things that have been said to us throughout the years, that's the one that keeps resurfacing.
I think this record has some of that feeling too, where you're like, this is supposed to be a show, but
Yeah.
you can't quite put words to like, what is the show about? I don't know,
Next, we have a song called Us Against the World, which I'm very excited to hear.
We were born to be crushed by the city into dust. We were made to play villains just because. If we run, if we run, if we run.
Ooh.
Let's rewrite the ending the way that it should be. Us against the world.
Oh, that's cute. Oh, that's cute.
Ending the way that it should be. Us against.
That's so cute. Oh my god. Tell me this isn't like comforting. Oh, it's so pretty. It's literally so pretty, right? I'm not wrong. Oh my god. Okay, brass band, don't you start yet. That's kind of what I expected. I expected that song to be like a little bit slower and lighter because 2 reasons. 1, the title. Also, it comes after bop after bop after bop, and it was like, it's time for a slower song, isn't it? That is so pretty. I don't know, there's something very cozy about it. Next, we have brass band, which I feel like is gonna punch, right? Haha. Yes, Ben.
Boredom is a gift.
Ooh, is it though? Is it? I guess, right? Ooh, wait, tell
But
me
I've had
more.
enough of it
Yeah,
to
ooh.
last a lifetime.
Oh, I love this already.
Give me something shocking, feel like I am falling. I wanna wake up with a start. I want the rarest thrills, so they hit my soul like a 10-piece brass band. Brass band.
Oh! Yes!
Like a 10-piece brass band.
Yes!
Turn me back into myself.
Oh, I love the. Oh, ha 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 ha.
And so much.
Oh!
To the
Yes!
beat of our own drum, to the sound of our own blood. Give me the chills again, feel the thrill again, as it hits my soul like a 10-piece brass band. Woo! Brass band.
I just. Woo! Ah, you can't tell me that's not so good.
Like a 10-piece brass band. Like a
Oh my god.
band.
Holy shit. What do I do? Oh my god. I cannot believe how much that when he does brass band. Nah. Boredom is a gift, but I've had enough of it to last a lifetime. Give me something shocking. Feel like I'm falling. I want to wake up with a start. Ooh, that's why I leave my time unfilled. Take the phone out of my hands. I want the rarest thrills, so they hit my soul like a 10 I love that. Take the phone out of my hands. I feel like that every damn day. I wake up in the morning, I'll grab my phone and I'm like, Instagram, Patreon, YouTube. No! I love this song lyrically. I love the meaning of this song. And then just the whole moment of to hit my soul like a 10-piece brass band, boom. Yes! It's not that I didn't expect this album to be amazing, but I'm like still blown away by what I'm hearing. I knew it would be good, but did I know it would be this good? No. Looking at the fan responses, like I've been looking at, Twitter and Instagram, and it's really cool to see that it seems like people's favorites really do like span the whole album. But there's one that stands out to me in all of those comments. Did you guys anticipate Brass Band being a fan favorite?
I've been saying it since day one. I've
Yeah.
been trying to convince management. I've been trying to convince.
We have all been on board.
Yeah, I
I
know,
think
you all
it's really just Seth, huh?
It's just our manager's like, I think these other songs. I'm like, yo, it's brass band all day. It's brass band. But I feel like when you write a record or write a song, right away you always think it's great, and then you don't always think it's great like a week later or a month later, and you also don't know like what's gonna work. And that song, I just had a feeling that it was gonna work. I remember after I wrote it, I came up and talked to my wife, and I was like, I just wrote something that's either like the worst thing I've ever written or the best thing I've ever written. Because like going brass band could really be dumb.
It's the best.
And maybe it is, huh? But I like it.
I think that's the dividing line in the sand for whether people can hang. It's like, do they accept that it's kind of funny? You know, like can you handle that it's kind of funny?
Right.
Which also to hype my man Ben here, that song is, I mean, a lot of the record is mostly self-produced and engineered, but that song in particular is like Ben doing some serious production flex. That is all produced by Ben. So
Thanks, man.
yeah,
That's awesome.
I did it.
Next we have The Machine, which is the intro for Everybody Panic. So I'll let this play through because I'm sure it will transition. It always does. Everybody Panic's gonna give me anxiety, isn't it? That's how that's gonna go.
They built a machine,
Ooh.
one that most had never seen, under the ocean where the stars look blue.
Ooh, this is cool.
Which preceded who created who.
Oh, this is old jukebox lyrics right here.
The machine was made for you.
Yeah?
So the stars look blue. The machine was made for you.
Oh god. Oh yeah, let's go. Everybody panic. I'm already panicking.
In a house on the end of the street without a name.
Ah?
The moon turning blue in a new peculiar way.
Storytelling is on point right now.
Everybody panic, but one at a time. People have jobs to get to. Everybody panic, but not all the time. People need sleep, why don't you maintain a single file line so that everyone can panic, but one at a time.
I love that.
You can make out the faintest sound from underneath.
Oh, that's so creepy. Stop.
Gears that are turning, machinery learning the rhythm and the pattern of the steps that are yet to be.
Whoa. Lyrics are so good. Everything about this instrumental. Yes. Knock it off.
Everybody panic, but one at a time.
That to me is like old jukebox. The combination of these two songs, super good storytelling. A lot of their old lyrics, I think, like earlier in their career, are just like super detailed, weird ass stories type lyrics. All right, you start with The Machine, the intro to the song, also like the intro to what the machine is and like the weird lore surrounding this machine. And then you get to verse 2 of the song. In the space between your footsteps on the street, you can make out the famous sound from underneath gears that are turning, machinery learning, the rhythm and the pattern of the footsteps that are yet to be. So cool. And I just love the like single file line, everybody can panic, just one at a time, please. Also, The Machine, for some reason, I don't know exactly what it is. It reminded me a little bit of like David Bowie, The Man Who Sold the World, that album. See, I'm probably thinking that because there is a song called Save Your Machine on that album, and there was just something in the sound of that like brought me back to that album for some reason. Obviously, there's a few instances on the album where you have like an intro leading into a song and, you know, like with The Machine and Everybody Panic. And I was just wondering like what the process was with that. Like, do you create one piece and then say, oh, this should be intro and song? Or do you know you're making an intro for a song, and how does that work?
Yeah, so I'm the song suite segue dork in the band. I feel like I grew up thinking side 2 of Abbey Road was like the be all end all of rock and roll. Whenever pop songs sort of imply like a larger architecture and do something that makes you feel like it's bigger than just a song, I'm always very excited about that. So the Machine Panic was something that like a song suite that I had sitting around, and I had orchestrated that as one piece, and we just put the track splice
Gotcha.
at the start of Everybody Panic, but it's all one gigantic song as far as how we recorded it and put it together.
But then there's a redux version of Cheers, like Raise a Glass, and so there's all these little moments where Tommy would be like, I rewrote this for a 40-second intro. Like he came in every day with another 40-second intro. So I think Tommy's definitely the one that thinks about the album that way and thinks about ways to like reuse themes and make the songs so they flow together.
Yeah, they were all envisioned as these long set pieces, which I just like that theatrical sort of flowy thing.
Yeah.
Also, like if you see us live and we play 2 songs back to back connected, that's usually like Tommy will write the set list and he's usually trying to figure out a few moments where we can play 2 songs that connect in a way that isn't on the record.
If Tommy had his way,
Oh,
there
cool.
would be no more than one song in the whole world, and it would just go all together.
Yeah, that's true.
Next, we have a song called Move Along. Cute.
Walk the streets wondering where all our friends went.
Oh.
It hurts. I know it.
Oh, what is? Where are we?
I keep retracing my steps. You're too far ahead. They
Whoa.
tore down the bar where I kissed your neck.
Ooh.
And the dream is gone. I wish I was wrong. Now where will we
No,
go?
stop. I have a cramp in my foot. This is a good song, but like, oh, you know that like, oh, in the arch. Oh, it's really not pleasant. Ow. Ow.
Now where will we go when we move along? We move along. We move along. We move along.
Yeah?
We move along. Where will we go when we had a dream that I can barely picture now? We watched our city slowly turn into a ghost town. Where will we move along?
Yes!
I wish I was wrong. Now where will we go? Where will we go?
Oh, don't take it away from me. Come back. Oh, I wasn't ready for that to be over. You could have repeated that for 2 more minutes and I would have been in the background the whole time. Walk the streets wondering where all our friends went. Not relatable. It hurts, I know it. No, it doesn't. What are you talking about? No, I keep retracing my steps. You're too far ahead. They tore down the bar where I kissed your neck. I love that because I noticed like in my own town, you know, like you see buildings change and buildings get torn down, new things put up. And it specifically happened with a building that I'd gone on a date with somebody who used to mean something to me. And when they like took that down and put in a bank where the restaurant used to be, it was like a weird thing. I don't know, I really love that because it says a lot in 4 lines. It's really cool. I love this one too. Dude, do I love them all? Yes, I do. Is that a problem? Not at all. I caught a few minutes of the Instagram live you guys did this past Friday. And Jesse was talking about the album cover, and I was wondering if you could talk about that again, like how the album cover, you know,
Sure.
encapsulates the other albums.
Sure. We needed an idea, and obviously you think of like a dinner table setting. Cheers.
Obviously. Oh, there. we go.
Obviously.
Yeah. Not just in life.
Every item on that table represents a former album cover. So the starfish is Let Live and Let Ghost because there's stars on the cover. The lemons is Everything Under the Sun. It's a yellow ball. There's a globe, which is Safe Travels. And then self-titled, our 4th record. At the time in 2012 or 13, I scanned a piece of black denim fabric with an embroidered ghost. And that thing you see on the sewing machine on our new album cover, that is the actual album cover to our 4th record. Oh, and then number 5 was Off to the Races, first record where we're on it. So Ben is holding a mirror, looking at his reflection.
I don't think I ever would have picked up on that. I think it's super cool though. And the fact that that's like the actual piece of denim too. I love that.
Thanks. I mean, we did, I think we could have made it obvious, but I wanted, that's the fun
Right,
thing.
yeah.
You got to mess it up a little bit.
There,
Right.
there are a few fans that actually figured it out though, without any
Really?
prodding or anything, which I thought was very impressive because I still don't actually know what it's about.
Next, we are getting into Raise a Glass, and this is an interlude. This is pretty. Ooh.
Here's to ups and downs. May we look back on them now
Jesse!
as the chapters in a tale that's worth retelling.
Jesse!
Though the days are shorter, may they be more vivid.
Oh my god, this is beautiful! What?
Every heartbreak's just another song in waiting.
Why am I crying? There's so much going on in there. What? Did you hear everything that was happening? In the instrumental section of Raise a Glass, I don't know if I'm hearing it correctly. Are there like any voices in there? I almost feel like I hear voices in like the instrumental. Yeah.
Yes, we recorded ourselves doing like a sort of a British like 1800 sort of like cheers, and we're all cheersing glasses, and then we reversed it, and so you hear all these people like it sounds like a party in reverse, sort of.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
There's so much junk in that moment of just like let's just
There's a lot.
let's just throw stuff at the wall and see what sticks. And so yeah, putting up a mic and all of us going, oh, cheers, well done, cheers.
The lyrics, like, I wasn't even paying close enough attention to them when they started because I was just so shocked by Jesse. Jesse does not sing that often, so I got very excited. That was, okay, why am I a mess? I don't know. Here's to ups and downs. Maybe we look back on them now. I'm gonna cry if I read that. As the chapters in a tale that's worth retelling, may the pain and all the sorrow be the fire for tomorrows. Why am I fucking like this? Though the days are shorter, may they be more vivid. Cheers to new beginnings. Raise a glass to all your winnings. Every heartbreak's just another song in waiting. Oh my god. No, I love that. Every heartbreak's just another song in waiting. Rude and beautiful, and everything that comes after that instrumentally is so gorgeous, and there's so much going on. I feel like I hear voices at one point. Tell me how the interlude is like one of my favorite tracks on this album. Now we can listen to the song that this transitioned into. I'm sorry I broke the transition, I just needed to talk about that. It's called How the World Began. All right, I'm letting it transition through. I'm letting it do its thing. I love that. Okay. Oh, everything's coming in like one at a time here.
Same as any day, the highest all-time tidal wave. We'd seen it before, so we weren't afraid. That's how the world began.
Ooh.
A new moon was born from the deep, and the water sent waves evenly spaced. They made lines in the shore to indicate when the holy days were coming. Everything came flooding back in a rush. Your first real love, your high school crush. Nothing else seemed to mean very much. That's how the world began.
Oh, this is so cool.
There's a song between stations. It just takes a little patience. Let me end with the good news.
What is it?
Nothing to win, nothing to lose. Nowhere to be, nothing to do. That's how the world began.
Oh my god. Oh, that is so cool. God, the visual, the imagery, all of that in this song is what I love so much about it. I'm not the best lyric interpreter, but to me it feels like how the world began is by the world ending and resetting. Because it sounds like an apocalyptic song, right? Like the cars on the interstate, there were fires, the moon basically came from the flippin' ocean. That's how the world began. It's like a reset in the most dramatic of ways. And that's how I love all the imagery in this. Is amazing.
Maybe a fun factoid, but I mean, the entire record was recorded in this room, essentially.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so this is our little studio that we just happened to build right before the pandemic hit. And we really lucked out in doing that because it meant that we had this space to keep coming back to and hole up together and just work for months and months and months. To me, that is what made this record possible to be the record that it is, because we had the time and space to just like experiment, see how far things went. And some of my favorite tracks were like really deep into the process. You know, Machine Panic and How the World Began, Brass Band, Hey Maude, those all came like really deep into the process when we were just like committing lots of time to experimenting. So this space definitely made that possible.
But also, like, as you can see, this is not a big space. I mean,
No.
we're even just like trying to create. We've been rehearsing for like a release show and for new album stuff, and like, there's no room for anything. We did the drums in here, the piano in here.
Wow.
It's all.
I have to put my arm around Ben.
That's the
The
piano.
only way.
There's our drums. There's like, this is turned into a storage space because we're out of room. Like, it's
Wow.
not particularly, sexy at the moment, but like, we did the whole thing here, which is pretty crazy. Are you gonna fix the camera angle? Thanks, Jeff.
So here's Cheers, and I think hearing the album as I've heard it, this as the final track on the album makes a whole ton of sense, and you'll see why in a second. I hope you guys have enjoyed this as much as I have. I've like literally on cloud 9 and I'm gonna cry every 4 seconds. Okay, stop crying. Stop.
Here's to more of the everyday. Raise a glass and sing along. The outcasts and the underdogs. On the benches, on the sidelines,
Wallflowers, this is our time.
Raise a glass to more of the everyday. Cheers, cheers, cheers to all the dreamers, the everyday believers. 19 hours, start the morning, 9 to 5 and 5 to 9. Raise a glass, cause we got bills to pay. Raise a glass and sing along. The outcasts and the underdogs. The outcasts and the underdogs.
Here's to more of the everyday. Raise a glass to more of the everyday. Celebrate the little moments. Celebrate every aspect of being alive and getting to experience life right at the beginning. I love Wallflowers, this is our time. I think that lyric is so cute. In the nosebleeds, in the bleachers, I see victors, I see fighters. Raise a glass and cheers to every day. Every day, not just special days, every damn day. And I just love the whole concept of this song so much.
Thanks for taking the time to do this and listen to the record and coming to shows and.
Thank you.
Yeah, we really appreciate you having us on here. So
Yeah.
thank you.
Thank you so much. It really does mean a lot to me to be able to have you guys on.
Yeah, it's awesome.
So we have done it. We have listened to the new and 6th album from Jukebox The Ghost, and it's crazy because obviously I expected it to be good. Like I knew it would be good, but even with those expectations that I had, it still just blew me away. Like, these songs are so incredible, and I'm putting this on repeat all day. Nobody can stop me. I'm so damn excited about this project. I'm just so happy. I really, like, I know I've already said this 25 times, but I can't tell you guys how much I love this band, how much they mean to me, how much their music means to me, how much their music has gotten me through so much shit. Like, I can't even begin to put that into words. So I just, hearing this new album from them makes me feel a lot of emotions. In terms of what I think my favorites are, okay. Hey Maude, oh my god. I can't wait to listen to that again. Like I said, Wasted is one of my favorites. Brass band, holy shit, like that was insane. The Everybody Panic situation between that, like, and The Machine, the storytelling in that was incredible. Raise a Glass, Don't Touch Me, like, don't touch me. I don't know why that song did what it did. For the love of all things in this world, I hope that you go and check out Jukebox The Ghost now. If you're here because you already know them and you wanted to see somebody else talk about them, then I'm glad we're on the same page. If you're here just because you watch my content and you hadn't heard of them yet, please, oh my god, please support them. Please go check out their other projects, their other music, because I just can't stress enough how much I love them and just like how unique they are and how cool. I'm really happy. Please let me know your thoughts down below in the comments, and thank you for hanging out with me. It means a lot to me. I love you guys so damn much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.
Watch me react to the worst album ever recorded.
That's actually the secret.
Oh man, that'd be so good.
That'd be really smart bait and
I'm gonna
switch.
interview this band, and they don't know that I'm giving their album a 0 out of 10.